and it's why I had the pleasure of attending your last one in 2023, and it was insane in that building, brother. Insane. Look, how do you feel that your topic parties became one of the more anticipated events here in the city of Las Vegas? And tell us about how you even came up with the concept and how you plan to matriculate it and maturate it moving on into the future.
At the end of the day, I feel like we talk about taboo issues. We talk about issues that people sweep under the rug and don't want to talk about. They don't want to table it. But I bring it to light. But I bring a little bit more life to it. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Come on now.
You know,
Come on now.
even when we talk about rape, molestation, and cheating and adultery and all of that, still, but we're bringing it, but it still needs to be talked about.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. CDL Cigar and Golf, Links and Legends, sit down, interview series. We are here at the beautiful El Septimo Chocolate City Cigar Lounge, owned by my guy, Mr. Johnny. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. CDL Cigar and Golf, Links and Legends, sit down, interview series. We are here at the beautiful El Septimo Chocolate City Cigar Lounge, owned by my guy, Mr. Johnny Yancey. Look, we got legends in the building, and I'm sitting next to a legend in the making, man. He said he's gonna be a millionaire by 40, and I believe it.
You're right about it.
Because I've watched his maturation process. I've watched him from the very beginning of things. Look, I got Mr. Grand Jeremy in the building with me. What's good,
hey,
brother?
Bro. Greetings and salutations.
Come on now, come on now.
You know
look,
how it is.
Come on now, look. When I came up with this idea for Links and Legends, and I had the vision of the people that I wanted on this show, and on this sit down cigar series, your name was immediately in my mind, brother. It was immediately in my mind, and I said, I gotta have this guy. I have to. There's no Links and Legends without Mr. Grand Jeremy, man. What's going on with you, man?
Thank you. Life is amazing.
Come on now.
I'm just growing, going, and glowing.
Yes, come on.
Am I right about it?
Come on now. Yes, sir. Look. And if y'all don't know, if y'all don't follow my guy, the bell is the bell.
That's my transportable bell.
The bell is the bell. So if you hear it periodically throughout this interview, don't be alarmed.
No.
The bell is the bell.
Okay, because I said what I said.
Come on now.
And
Come
I
on
meant
now.
what I said.
Come
Am I
on
right
now.
about it?
Come on now. Come on now. Look. Born and raised here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yes, sir.
Take us back to your childhood growing up here in Vegas. What were some of the influences that you saw around you, and things that and people that eventually shaped who you are, the man you are today?
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I was raised pretty much by my mother.
Yes.
So a single black mother.
Yes, indeed.
I was with her just for 12 years. Then she got married. So then it was a, 2-parent household. Then I had siblings, but just on the back of my mom, just seeing how strong she was to be able to survive everything. And, now that I'm 37 years old and I look back, like, wow, my mom was 20 something.
Come on now.
Handling this, so it's like I've learned in life too. You have to learn how to give your parents grace.
That's right.
Sorry, I probably expedited
because as kids, we sure get it.
You're right about it.
Hello.
But those are just, my mom, she's one of the most influential people that I know and that I saw. Going to seeing different places in the country, but then coming back to Vegas and seeing that people never got out of Vegas.
Come on, man.
That were older than I. So even as a child, I always said, that's not going to be me. I want to see the world. That's right. Or seeing people struggle. Like I was that kid that was listening at my mama's door.
That's right.
When you was told to go to bed. So
I
knew everybody business. Hence why I do the rants and why I'm in everybody's business. Well, I'm not in everybody's business. People tell me they business.
That's right. Okay. Come on now.
But at any rate, just being that inquisitive child that wanted to know, when your parent told you something, I wanted to know the why, not to challenge you, but just because I was curious. I was very curious. That's how pretty much everything started. But just in general, just watching strong black women raise black men.
That's right.
So I give a lot of credit to my mom, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my great-grandparents.
Absolutely.
So my father, he was involved in my life, but as I say, my mom was that one that was that backbone.
That's right. That's right. True story, man. Look, now you're quite the fashion icon.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't use icon lightly. If anybody has seen Grand Jeremy around this town, man, you put together some of the craziest fits and you make them work, man. What was your influence, man, to get into fashion, and how does it propel you fashion wise in your time right now?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, one thing, fashion is about you, and it's about what you feel.
Come on now.
So every time when I get ready to get dressed, I look in the mirror, then I look in the closet and say, how do I feel? What do I want to feel like?
Absolutely.
But to go back to how I was raised, presentation was key.
Yes, sir.
Because you're already judged.
That's right. Absolutely.
You're black. You're a man. I got 2 stripes, and I'm gay now. You understand?
Hey,
so
come on now.
I got
come
3.
On now. Come on now.
But ultimately, you're already being judged, so therefore you have to own it. But my mom, she was one, no matter, she was a single black woman, raising a child, she still shopped at Neiman's Market, Saks Fifth Avenue, on the sales rack, but she worked for what I needed and what she wanted and what she wanted to present. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money to look good. Okay, it's all about confidence for one. Am I right about that?
Come on,
so clothes don't make me, I make the clothes.
Hello.
So those are things that I fixate myself on. It's not about what other people feel. It's about what it's going to make me feel. When I get dressed, I'm like, oh, I did that.
Yes, sir.
And if I didn't, I got to take it off.
That's right.
You know, that's why sometimes I'm tardy for the party.
We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
But you know, you have. We call it fashion. But even I feel like when you're with your mate, you know, when you're in a relationship as well, you know, you're a compliment to them, you know. So it's not like you're dressing for others. I'm dressing for myself for one.
Come on.
But then also I'm accompanying you. So I want to be your trophy piece.
That's right.
I want you to be proud.
Come on now.
You know?
Come on.
So it's no matter of how many other see, look, I'm acting like it's my show. But it ain't no matter how many compliments that the world gives you. If your mate don't compliment you, it means nothing. But still, I'm not looking for it. I do want it.
Right.
But you have to first know yourself, love yourself, and accept yourself. So all those things go with your own securities, not insecurities.
Absolutely.
Does that answer your question?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No question about it. Look, man. Links and Legends, man. CDL Cigar and Golf. I'm here with the great Mr. Grand Jeremy.
You right about it. We come to keep a real 100 like human hair with all the edges.
Come on, man.
Am I right about it?
Say it. Now, look, man, let's talk about Mr. Grand Jeremy. The baker, the entrepreneur, the host. How many jobs do you have, sir? Look. When you run off jobs like that, you only think of one thing: Jamaicans. Is the roster in you?
You haven't even said my main job though.
We looking
the
at
bread and butter,
at the outside stuff,
entrepreneurial stuff.
Come on now. What is your motivation, man, for doing all of the things that you do?
To succeed.
Come on.
And
100%.
to live the lifestyle
100%.
that I deserve.
100%.
And that I want. As I said, as a child, I seen people struggle. I knew about credit. Well, not everything about credit, but I knew of credit as a child.
Yes, sir.
I knew of people going to, the cash payday loan places and having to pay Mr. Bill and Mr. Rob. Rob Peter
to pay Paul.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
But as I say, I was that nosy child, so I always said that's not going to be me. So as a child, I begged my mother for me to work.
Yes.
And actually, my first job was at a barbershop sweeping hair.
Come on now.
And that was at 14 years old. And I really got my first job at 16 at Cold Stone Creamery.
Yes, sir.
And and that was when it first opened in Village Square. Yeah. But I did 2 jobs, Cold Stone and Claim Jumper, all while I was in high school.
Yeah.
Junior in high school. Worked 2 jobs, honest student.
Yes.
You understand? 3.65 GPA.
Come on now. Come on.
But with that, I still worked 2 jobs at manager. And I told my mom, I said, you care for the household and my siblings. And she was married. I'm going to do it for me. I bought my own car at 16. And I said, what bill can I pay in the house? Because I wanted a sense of responsibility. And I paid the Cox cable bill.
Yes.
And the Cox has been high all my life.
They've been high.
all my life, okay? But and that was I just wanted that sense of responsibility. So I worked 2 jobs literally all my life. Wow. And I got in the medical field at 18 years old, and I've been thriving in that since. And I'm 37 now, so I've been in the medical field, almost 20 years. And now I'm a case management supervisor, a job that I have, I should actually be an RN.
Yeah.
And I'm not. You understand? But favor. I am me.
Come on.
You understand? And that's what's so that's why I feel like confidence, as I keep saying, is key. Absolutely. And I know when I first got into the medical field, they said that the reason why they hired me was because I stood out. Yeah. Your personality. Yeah, absolutely. You understand? Absolutely. So a lot of times we want to cover up who we really are when we can't live our true selves. You're really hindering your own destiny. Absolutely. Because people need to see that because they can't be their authentic self. So that's why I feel like I strive greater or why I stand out. You understand what I'm saying? I truly believe that. We all should shine bright like that diamond, like we truly are. Come on now. And it's crazy that you say that, man, because a lot of people, and myself included, you know, we kind of hold back from things that we know we should be doing. Mm-hmm. We could take this YouTube channel, for example. For me, I held back on this for 1.5 years until my wife really just cussed me out. Mm-hmm. And I felt that. Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, I got to get up off my shoulders, man. Mm-hmm. It's time. It's time. It's time to stop sitting on ideas. It's time to stop sitting on things that you know will make you greater. Right. It's time to stop sitting on them, man. My great-grandmother taught me that the only thing that somebody can do is tell you no. And it's up to you what you're going to do with that no. Come on now. So therefore, everything that I decided to conquer thereafter, so with the jobs, it started with baking pies. Mm-hmm. So with the sweet potato pie. We got some goodies here. We do. Because that was going to be my next thing. Now, what do we have here? But this is the sweet potato pie cookie. Oh my! It's a sugar cookie with a dollop of my sweet potato pie batter. Can we? You can pop just hold on. Oh, boy. I got to tell the story. Oh, please tell the story. Hurry up, dog. Hurry up. First, I will. But I started this about 15 years ago, just baking pies because sweet potato pies I liked. Yes. Pecan was always my favorite, but people will have lumps in their sweet potato pie during Thanksgiving time and it will gross me out. Yeah. So I did it and it was good. Yes. And then I used to gift it to people. You know, you never go to anyone's house empty-handed. Am I right about it? Come on now. Come on now. So I would gift it and I had a group of entrepreneur friends from Texas. Yeah. I brought it and they were like, oh, Jeremy, how much does it cost? Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't charge. Mm-hmm. And she was like, boy, you crazy as hell. Yeah. People pay for what they want, especially if it's good. That's a fact. And literally, I started putting a $6 ticket on it, and I wrapped it in foil, and I was slinging them pies at church, in the corner store parking lot, grocery store parking lot, in the breezeway in my apartment. Like, literally, people were picking them up, and y'all originated from the days. Come on now. And literally, I thrived with that for about 6 years. Then I took a leap out on faith because I'm not a baker. I didn't go to culinary school. Right. I was in the kitchen with my great-grandparents. I was shipped away to Texas to be with my great-grandparents during the summer, which, you know, people would be like, oh, you were old folks. I feel like that really shaped me. Oh, absolutely. You understand? I was playing bingo at 8 years old, at 10 years old, going to championships, winning money, though. Yeah. That's why I'm always about that money. That's right. I've been getting money. That's a real thing. Everybody, come on, man. Talk about it. But so that's why when you see it, you want it. But I don't chase the money. It's a different when you chase the paper. You understand? That's right. I don't chase the paper. I make the paper. That's right. Come on now. Come on now. Am I right about it? Come on now. You don't chase it, the money chase you. Talk that talk. Come on now. But with that said, I just branched out just on everything with the banana pudding, the peach cobbler, banana pudding. I wanted to give up on that. That's one of the favorite things. Man. But it's process to this. People are impatient. They want that microwave blessing. Yeah. They don't want to endure the process. They don't want to endure the mess ups and the mishaps. Yeah. But that's what makes you stronger. That's what perfects the recipe. Come on now. Am I right about it? Which got us to this sweet potato pie cookie, which is a dollop of my sweet potato pie batter, which is fresh, smooth, creamy, no lumps, no strings, with a buttery crust. Man. Go ahead and get that one. Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's gonna be a crispy edge to put it in your mouth. And I just made that right before I came. I'm acting like I ain't never had them before. It's been a while. Look. This is a crazy cookie. My favorite, honestly, is the peach cobbler. That's my absolute favorite. Yeah. And look, if y'all ain't never had this peach cobbler, I get the family size pan on a Tuesday. It don't have to be Thanksgiving, and won't tell nobody. I keeps it in the car. Gotta have an argument about it. I keeps it in the car. You ain't getting none of this. You ain't getting none of this. Look, unbelievable stuff, man. What you've been able to do and what you've been able to create off of sure ideas and determination, brother, it's admirable. And when you have young entrepreneurs looking to you that really don't know
what avenue to take, how to get started, you're a walking example. And for me, as somebody, we're close in age, and people say, "Oh, you can't admire anybody that's younger than you." Why not? Says who? Why not? You gain inspiration from anywhere. You can gain. Just looking at somebody, you could say, "Wow."
But first of all, you should want to. People aren't willing.
Come on now.
I don't want to be the smartest one in my group.
Humble you. I never. I need to be somewhere else. If I'm the smartest one, I want to be somewhere else.
There's so many people that do the videographies and the TikToks.
Yeah.
I'm not even on TikTok. Can somebody show me how to do TikTok? But these are the things that's going to make you greater. But
that's right.
Again, go ahead.
Sorry, absolutely, man. Now look, you're right here, man. CDL Cigar and Golf, Links and Legends, right here at Chocolate City El Septimo Cigar Lounge. I got my guy, Mr. Grant Jeremy, here with me. Now look, your topic parties.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need another drink.
Have been a tremendous hit here in the city of Las Vegas and beyond. Because you got people that watch you from afar, brother, and it's why I had the pleasure of attending your last one in 2023, and it was insane in that building, brother. Insane. Look, how do you feel that your topic parties became one of the more anticipated events here in the city of Las Vegas? And tell us about how you even came up with the concept and how you plan to matriculate it and maturate it moving on into the future.
At the end of the day, I feel like we talk about taboo issues. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We talk about issues that people sweep under the rug and don't want to talk about. They don't want to table it. Mm-hmm. But I bring it to light. Mm-hmm. But I bring a little bit more life to it. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Come on now.
You know, even when we talk about rape, molestation, and cheating and adultery and all of that, still, but we're bringing it, but it still needs to be talked about. But it's just all about also too the host. Anybody can ask questions, but are you Mr. Grant Jeremy?
Come on now.
Am I right about it? So many are called, but few are chosen. So the way how I started, as I said, being that inquisitive child, then grew into an inquisitive adult to where then I had my apartment, but I've always worked 2 jobs, and I'm like, my home is decorated. I treat it like a hotel. I check in and check out. Yeah. I'm leaving at 5:30, coming back at 10:30. That's right. And just go back to, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So then I said, let me have some people over. Let's have some, I said, no, let's just have some hors d'oeuvres and cocktails. That was boring. Mm-hmm. Then I said, well, let me ask a few questions. Posted it on social media. This is all back in 2012. Mm-hmm. Posted on social media. Then more people wanted to come. Literally, people started in my 2-bedroom apartment. Were lining, sitting on the walls, in the kitchen, in the dining room, on the couch, on the floor, just to talk. Unbelievable. So I think that's what it is. A lot of people want to twerk, but I'm making people talk. Come on now. I'm stimulating their mind. You understand what I'm saying? Even though we talk about provocative issues or provocative topics, but these are things that people are really enduring. Right. So what a social mix or a topic party is, it's a public forum where it's mixed with different people, and we talk on subjects of sex, relationships, controversial issues, current events. A lot of people do not like to go to clubs, bars, smoking environments. Mm-hmm. So I created a different atmosphere for people to get out without actually getting out. That's right. Because you can come out for 3 hours, you have a DJ, you have vendors. Yeah. So it's another way to support other Black entrepreneurs. All entrepreneurs are welcome. Yes, sir. But it started with Black. That's right. That's right. Okay. Absolutely. And then you have food, you have hookah, you have all that. So you have one-stop shop. That's right. When we're done by 11, you go wherever you want to. Do what you do. But at the end of the day, people have walked away not feeling how they first came. Because sometimes people feel like I'm the only one going through that. Yeah. And no, you're not. No. So literally people have come to me telling me, Jeremy, you saved me. I thought it was over, or I thought I was the only one. I didn't know how to handle my child. I didn't know how to handle my husband, my wife. Wow. And I'm just like, wow, I just want to make y'all feel good a little bit. I didn't know how impactful it was. Look, man, I know for me, just being in that atmosphere and being able to see how people think, because you can know someone, but not even really know how they think. And I think that's more important than just simply knowing somebody on a high-by basis. How do you think? What is your train of thought for real? Because your train of thought ultimately determines your character too. You're right about it. And if you sit next to your partner, you hear that. But sometimes you probably haven't even asked your partner that you've been with for 4, 5, 9 years.
Come on now.
And now you hearing this, and you like, oh,
yeah.
That's why I do say it is a safe space. Yeah. Everyone is subject to their own opinion. There are no right or wrong answers. And that's what I really try to let people know. No matter how crazy your answer may be.
Yeah, that's right. And we done heard some crazy ones.
You are still subject to your own opinion. And that's what I want everyone to feel, because that's why I feel like people cannot live their real authentic self, their true self, because they're afraid of, if I say this, they're going to judge me. Yes. But you have a right to feel how you feel. Right. But maybe you feel that way because you didn't hear it that way or that way. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. So who are we to judge? Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now. Look, you're live right here, man. Donnell Thomas, CDL Cigar and Golf, man. Links and Legends sit down cigar interview. I'm with a legend in the making right here, man. Mr. Grand Jeremy. Look, now those topic parties then spun into Talk That Talk Tuesdays. Yeah. And look, it's crazy, bro. Yeah. Because on Tuesdays, generally at the time your show comes on and you stream it on Facebook and on Instagram as well. I'm picking my daughter up from cheer practice.
Now she hear it. You be on the speaker.
Look. Oh, look. She heard some stuff. She done heard some stuff. She was like, "Daddy." I said, "It's Uncle Jeremy, man. I don't know. It's Uncle Jeremy talking. It ain't me."
That's why I be trying to watch the time, and I be telling my co-host Jay, it's too early for that language.
Shout out to Jay Boogie. Yes, indeed. Look,
but with the rant, that was something that, and that didn't start as a plan. Yeah. That's why a lot of things that I started off for one, when people, it's like I feel like people use the word entrepreneur too loosely. Everyone is not meant to be an entrepreneur. I didn't set out saying, "Oh, I want to own a business." That was not my vision in school. That's right. I wanted to work in the medical field, and I wanted to be in a high-rise building with an office view and just typing. I didn't know what that meant, but I wanted to make money. Absolutely, you know. Absolutely. But at any rate, I never set out to say I want to be a baker or I want to be a host. I wanted to be seen. Yeah. And I wanted to be a household name. That's right. Those are things. And I was prophesied that too, actually, 15 years ago in church. My name was called out, my whole name. Jeremy Ramon Washington. From a man I never knew in life. Wow. And said, I will make 3 times what that job is paying. Unbelievable. And that people will know me by my name. My name will be in lights. This was all before I even started hosting in my apartment. You understand? Wow. Wow. Unreal and now stuff. Literally everything has unfolded. So y'all can't tell me God ain't real.
Come on now. God's real.
Because I didn't get this on my own merit.
God is real.
But people trying to contradict who God is. I know who he is for me. Yeah. But with that said, just moving forward, with the topic parties started that, but then with the rant, I never forget being at the club. Yeah, I think it was at Fiesta Ranch.
Oh wow,
Club Tequila.
That was a long time ago. You got to be from Vegas, man. We gonna talk a lot of Vegas.
Y'all know when they wear the open toe shoes, her toenails were hanging over her shoes like chicken feet. And I would never forget. Way too much of and that, then she had a duffel bag purse on the dance floor. And I was like, no, lady. So it started with a lunch break rant. I was eating my lunch and I had to talk. Yeah. And that's how I started literally, I think in 2016 is when that started. So it's been 8 years. And literally that has grown to be something to where Talk That Talk Tuesday is aired every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And we really talk about the things that y'all are thinking and scared to speak. And we keep it real 100, you know? Absolutely. Like human hair with all the edges. Come on, man. A lot of things are going on in the world and people don't want to talk about it, but we talk about it. That's right. We're not talking about what CNN is talking about. We talking about what y'all thinking and that y'all don't be telling me. Come on now. Bring it to light, baby. Come on. Am I right about it?
Come on now. Come on.
And that's where that bell came from.
Come on now. Look, man, now I've noticed here lately, man, within the last maybe 4 or 5 years, man, you've had a real interest in cigars, man. What does the cigar do for you and your mental stability? Because for me, I know for me, a cigar is therapeutic for me. Doing what I do for a living and being able to come home, decompress. I leave work at work. Work does not follow me home. I've seen a lot of people fall victim to bringing work home, and it's ultimately the end of their life, literally. So I could tell you what the cigar does for me. When you smoke a cigar, what does it do for you?
Honestly, smoking a cigar is very nostalgic for me. Yes, sir. Growing up, as I say, with my mother, with her ex-husband, it was a high time. He was a cigar smoker, and he was a cook and a drinker. So it would always be loud music, party time, good time. And he had the aficionado magazines. So I remember those growing up at 12 years old. So now I'm 12 to teenage, and he taught me how to drink the wine. So those are just those happy times, you know. And that's what I feel like I trigger in a lot of people too, is bringing back those happy times. What makes us happy? You understand? So go back to those old school times to when things were great. You know, so that's why I don't ever make myself get down. I can't do. I have too much to be grateful for. Too many great things to remember. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it is, and it makes me feel grown. I think of the magazine now. You know, the men just there with the cognac glass. You know, I'm a vodka drinker.
That's right.
But there's a time when I drink cognac, you know, or dark liquor, you know, brown liquor. So that's what it does for me.
Oh man,
you know, I have to learn now. I don't know how to cut it. I don't know how to light it. Look, I be choking sometimes.
Please don't inhale cigars. Do not inhale cigar smoke, y'all.
It's not for everyone, but I just make it cute. I photograph well.
That's right. That's right. Look, man, ladies and legends, man, CDL Cigar and Golf, right here coming at you, man. We appreciate everybody for chiming in. Look, last question. Young entrepreneurs, what is your advice to them? Anybody that's sitting on an idea, that's sitting on a dream, what advice do you have for them to really push them forward and something that'll make them think, hey man, I can do this?
My biggest thing is look into it, but if you do it, remain consistent. I've been in this game going on 15 years now. And there are many times to when I expected people to support, they didn't support. But at the end of the day, I had to realize this was my baby. I'm a man, but this is something that I carry. It's something that I birth. So I can't put that responsibility on everyone else. Something that my great-grandmother told my mother, even if you're married and you're having a child, you have to expect that you're having that child by yourself. You understand? So therefore, I have to expect that I have all of this by myself, and I'm doing this by myself. But I have to remain consistent, whether people are supporting or not supporting. Whether if you're making money or not making money, you have to remain consistent, because that's where you actually gain respect. People still now haven't had a sweet potato pie. Oh, I see what you doing. Oh, I'm gonna get a pie. Okay, but
I'll be waiting
there. Whether they ever get it, whether they ever buy a CD, a ticket, an admission, whatever, you keep on doing it. They see you.
Come on now.
Don't wait on their congratulations. You congratulate yourself.
Come on now. Pat yourself on the back.
Am I right about it?
Pat yourself on the back. Look, brother, it has been a pleasure.
Thank you. It has.
Sitting down to discuss your path. Which is a very interesting path that you have, man. And I just want to say thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart. I know everybody that supports you feel the exact same way, man. You have a lot to offer. You have given so much to the people, man. And I just want to say thank you for that, brother. Look, man, throw your socials out, man. Where can the people find Mr. Grand Jeremy?
Well, thank you, kindly. That means a lot.
Indeed.
I appreciate
Come
you.
on now.
I am Mr. Grand Jeremy. You can find me on all social media platforms at Mr. Grand Jeremy or Jeremy Washington. On Facebook, I am also on Power 88.1 on Fridays at 8:20 p.m. with Am I Right About It segment. I've been doing that for 4 years. I have a pop-up shop tomorrow. I'm not sure when this may air, but I have pop-up shops every 2 weeks at DB's Cajun Kitchen.
Shout out DB's.
You can go to www.mrgrandjeremy.com. Again, www.mrgrandjeremy.com. And my next topic party is on March the 2nd. Tickets go on sale February 16th. I'm doing my Talk That Talk Tuesday, a live audience. Just like the Sally, Jesse, Raphael, and Jenny Jones and Ricky Lake. We'll be at Cork and Thorn on February the 6th at 6 p.m.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Look, again, all on my socials.
Absolutely, man. Look, Links and Legends, man. CDL Cigar and Golf. Mr. Grand Jeremy in the building, man. We appreciate everybody for chiming in this week, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. CDL Cigar and Golf. Peace.
Like, love, share.